Ready, I'm recording. All right. So, welcome everyone to Meditation Minyan, pre-Hanukkah edition. Glad for everybody who's on with us this morning, and also everybody who is going to be watching the recording afterwards. And we are glad you're with us. So, we are just 2 days before the start of Hanukkah, and it is very much on my mind and potentially on yours as well. There are lots of themes that we could think about for Hanukkah, but one that came to me today that I think is very meaningful and a good theme for us is to think about dedication and rededication. Specifically, there is a lot of loss right now, things that we can't do, things that we mustn't do, and things that we've just let go of and stopped doing, things that we really cared about that maybe we've not paid so much attention to. And some of that I think is for the best. I can say that, I haven't had a manicure in a long time, and I'm just fine without it. There are a lot of things in my life that I've been very interested to see the effect of when I've let them go. But there are other things that the pandemic changes that the pandemic has wrought that perhaps that perhaps we miss and would like to bring back into our lives in some way, and things that we have lost that we want to reconnect with. And we may not be able to reconnect with the specific thing that we have lost, but we may want to find some other way of connecting that is still meaningful and something that will bring us joy and nourishment. And I think that's a really wonderful spiritual theme for the holiday, to get us ready for the holiday. So that is what we are going to address in our meditation today, is dedication and rededication, things that we want to dedicate ourselves to or rededicate ourselves to, things that we may have lost or things that we feel are missing in our lives. That's our meditation. So we will begin. All right, so get comfortable in your seat. Close your eyes or lower your gaze. Feel the seat underneath you, supporting you, and behind you. And just breathe gently. Let's take a moment first to just do a quick scan and notice where there is tension in the body, and you may want to breathe very gently into those spots of tension: shoulders, jaw, belly, legs, feet, hands, hips, forehead, Just take a moment to breathe into where there's tension and let the tension release. As you breathe out, the tension will flow out. When you are able, pull the shoulders up and back, open up the heart space and breathe into that heart space nice and deep, and then very slowly out. We want to try to slow down the breath and quiet the mind. You may hear noises in your background. Just let them sort of float by. And breathe into the heart. Nice and slow on the out breath. And with each breath, you can feel yourself settling down a little bit more. A little more comfortable and grounded in your seat. Any thoughts that come up, you can just let them slide away. You can pick them back up later. So we're going to take a moment of just being silent and allowing the thoughts to float by, trying to declutter a little bit as we slow our breath. And you can do that by making your out breath longer than your in breath. We just need to settle in and relax a little bit. And a little bit more with each breath out. Very gentle. Very patient, very generous. Remembering that there is love all around us that wants our highest good. When you're ready, I want to invite you to think about something that comes up for you that you'd like to dedicate yourself to or rededicate yourself to. Maybe something that you've lost over these 9, 10 months of the pandemic, or something that perhaps you've never had that you'd like to have in your life. Hanukkah is a time for dedication and rededication. And just notice what thoughts come into your mind. No judgments, no tossing things out at this point. Just let the thoughts enter quietly, gently, with love and patience and generosity and gentleness. Maybe it's something that you've brought into your life recently that you're happy with, and you want to make the relationship a little more formal and declare what that dedication is. Perhaps it's something that you miss, or perhaps it's something that you wonder what it would be like to have. And I'm going to invite you to take one of the ideas that came into your mind, or if it was just one idea, then take that and explore it. What does it look like to have that in your life? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? Just explore it in your mind's eye. And again, remembering to breathe. Gentle, generous, patient. And we've got about 6 minutes left, so I'm going to mute now and let you explore that for the rest of our time. And I'll come back in a few minutes to bring us back. When you're ready, slowly start coming back to the room. And open your eyes when you're comfortable. And once we turn off the recording, I would love to hear you share some of the things that came up. We can do that together if you like. But what I want to leave us with before I turn off the recording is to remember that just as the Maccabees and the Judeans rededicated the Holy Temple in Jerusalem after it had been desecrated and lost, we also can rededicate ourselves to things that we have lost and we feel are missing in our lives, things that we feel called to bring into our lives, things that would bring us joy, meaning, nourishment. We have the power to do that any day. So I want to invite us this Hanukkah to dedicate and to rededicate to that which will light us up in the year ahead. And as I said, I'm interested to hear what some of those things are, if you wish to share them. And may that be a blessing for all of us in this community and everybody who is watching. So thanks again for coming to Meditation Minyan, and we'll see you soon.
Rabbi, are you going to do the